how we represented social groups in our film. We represented social groups in our film to attract the 15 to 24-year-old target audience that we wanted to appeal to. We did this by using the women that were around the target age range to be weaker than the male dominant killer. We did this by showing shots of his eyes, showing shots of his hands, how he was higher up and she was lower down, and how we made the effect on his face scarier than the effect on her face. We also had her running away like she was scared and she was frightened and that she was weak, like stereotyped women are weaker than men. And we showed this in our film as the women were always the victims, they were always the one being preyed on, whereas the male was the predator and was dressed in black and knew what he was doing and was there to hunt the women. We also showed this in not only shots but how everybody was positioned and how what the women were doing. Like one of the women were walking to go and meet some of their friends through a woods. They were going through a woods as a shortcut to go and meet some of their friends. That was a typical teenager thing. Like I'm sure in the target audience people think, oh, I've done that before, or oh, I've been in that situation before, which meant that like they could relate it to their own lives, which like would have affected them more and it would have been more fearful. We also had the woman jogger. Now this could have been because women are meant to look a certain way. So we had a woman jogger who clearly doesn't need to be jogging, but is jogging to try and keep her physique. And you can see like at the end when she's taken out of her earphones that she's quite out of breath and that she's quite tired and that she's all in the equipment that she needs to be running. But we portrayed her as someone that feels that they need to go out to run and they need to go out to be fit and keep the physique they do, which is stereotypical for women to go out and do that because they can't seem to look bad. Now the male we tried to make older, scarier, with like a little bit of stubble to like show his dominance over women. And also by the black clothing it signals death because it's black and it's colour organisation, which meant that like basically he was there to hunt the women. It showed the difference in gender and the difference in the social groups that we was using, like as they were in gender. It was easy to show this because obviously our actor was quite older than our victims, and it also gave a bit of fear and mystery into our audience's minds. A good image and dominance we have shown was in Scream, where he was outside of her window and cut the throat of her boyfriend to show dominance and scariness, and to talking on the phone like deep and like strong, like a male would be represented in a film like such as a thriller horror genre which we was going for. It's been my final evaluation task. I will put some pictures down there of the shots I was talking about, of the eyes and to show dominance, and I'll also put some female runner pictures down here. Thank you.